Hello. Today we are interviewing the famous Robinson Crusoe, who survived being away from his homeland for how many years?
35 years.
Amazing. Anyway, thanks for coming.
Yes, it is a pleasure to be here.
So, how long had you been on the island?
Generally, 28 years.
28 years. Wow. And with an additional 7 years, you've been gone for, like you said before, 35 years, correct?
Yes, that is correct.
So, what did you use for clothes?
Later on the island, I had found goats, which I decided to use their skin for many different things. One of them being clothing.
Can you tell me what you used to create your house?
Actually, I had two houses.
2 houses, really?
Indeed. I had a seacoast house and a country house. They were both made of wood, stone, and leaves.
Well, how did you feel when you first came on the island?
At first, I felt horrible. I felt like I was going to die in a matter of minutes. But later on, I became more confident in myself, and eventually I became a master of survival.
Well, let's talk about the shipwreck. Were there any other survivors other than yourself?
Unless you include my dog and a couple of cats as being survivors, no.
But when you were rescued, there was another man with you. Can you tell me about him?
Yes. His name was Friday, and he had been a savage that had been, he had been captured by other savages and was intended to be killed and eaten. Luckily, he ran toward my direction, which he later became my slave.
Oh, okay. So, how did you keep track of time? I mean, that was a long time to be on the island.
I used a calendar with lines. I also marked at the very top the day that I had arrived on the island. And I also, every time that it was about the end of the weekend, also known as Saturday, I would mark it with an extra long line to indicate that it was the end of the week.
Well, how did you feel when you were finally able to leave the island?
At first I was full with joy, but when I looked at my house one last time, I felt that I had lived in it for 20 years, which actually I have, and it made me heavily miss it.
Well, it looks like we're about out of time. We really appreciate you coming for this interview.
Yes, you're welcome.
And looks like that's all for now. See you.
Farewell.